So recently, I was introduced to a feelings wheel that had three categories two categories, three negative emotions, which were sad, mad, and scared, three positive emotions, which were joyful, powerful, and peaceful. So today, I'm talking about the relationship between anger and feeling powerful. Then I will share some strategies to enhance power, including where you can find your power colors. I'm Rebecca Mielke, owner of Signature Style Systems. I love creating harmony with what already exists, so you have more resources to devote to making your impact in the world. Begin your journey of self-discovery with my free personality quiz, Style Personality Quiz. Find the link in the show description or at my website, signaturestylesystems.com. So I'm recording this the day before it's going to come out, and I just have to confess that so far I've already made two mistakes, and I don't edit these, and I have had a migraine for the last 3 days. So expect more mistakes, but I'll do the best I can here. I like the ideas, so hopefully the ideas will be prove to be helpful for you. Okay, and then for a deep dive into more of the ideas behind this episode and this particular feelings wheel model, you may want to listen to the Personality Hacker podcast, episode 543. It's called Emotions You May Be Avoiding. So the first thing that surprised me in this model, this idea, is that powerful is considered to be one of the three primary positive emotions. And I feel like powerful sort of gets a negative rap in today's social environment. The second thing that surprised me was the connection between the feeling of mad or anger and the emotion of, so the negative emotion of anger versus the positive emotion of powerful. And then here's the pattern that stands out to me. People who tend to suppress anger, which I could include myself in that group, also have a tendency to struggle with believing they have the power to achieve the impact they want to have in the world. For sure, this is an area of growth for me. And one of the ways I'm working on growing this has been just learning to share with people in my life how their actions impact me. I read in another book, it's called The Voice of the Heart by Chip Dodd, and it talks about 8 universal emotions. Basically, 7 of them are sort of what we would consider negative, and then the 8th is a positive, but all of them have a purpose. And one of the purposes for anger is to show us what's important. And one of the growth lessons in the life of a person who leads with extroverted feeling, which is me, is to learn that they are one of everybody. So it's really important to me to get everybody's needs met, and it's a growth edge for me to learn to include myself in everybody. So you might think because I'm a feeling type that I'm good at being in touch with my own feelings, but that's not exactly true. Actually, awareness of my own feelings is in my shadow because that's part of introverted feeling, and I'm using extroverted feeling. Um, Extroverted feelings more focused on others, the group, and culture in general. There are only a handful of Myers-Briggs types who have a strength around being connected to their own feelings. So if you would like to dive into your personality type on that kind of a level, I offer conversational profiling, and I can help you figure that out. So hacks for feeling powerful. Here's a big one. Allow yourself to take up space. I'm sure you've heard or if you've seen Ted Lasso, when Rebecca does her big like move where she's, huge and taking up space or whatever, standing big before you go on stage. Um, and something I've been noticing recently. Do you struggle a little bit with the idea that you shouldn't be able to take up space? In writing this episode was the first time I came up with this connection, but I see it everywhere now. I always thought I was the only one who like wondered if I should be able to breathe air or occupy a chair or any of that. And I think a lot of people struggle with that. So if that's you, you might want to consider that this is something you would want to work on, this powerful thing. And related to that, there's certain yoga poses that are good for power. And it can, it never hurts to just throw on a yoga with Adriene video and do some yoga in your living room. Listening to music, there's specific, like, I'm sure different people experience it differently. Like me, I listen to more of the melody and the rhythm, and I don't pay that much attention to the words, but I know that empowering lyrics can be really meaningful to some people. So recently something I tried was I was just listening to some perky, powerful music that felt powerful to me. And I was dancing by myself in my bedroom with all the blinds closed, but I used really, really big moves, taking up a lot of space. And this really did leave me feeling more powerful. Plus, it's good exercise. So there's a fun one for you. The other one, obviously, is wearing your power colors. So I'm going to explain 3 versions of power colors. So the first one is your power neutral. So your power neutral is a neutral that creates the most value contrast with your skin. So this is going to be black for someone who has very light skin, and it's going to be white for someone who has very dark skin. And obviously, there's people who have skin tones that are in between, and this might just take some experimentation on your part to decide what you think is going to feel the most powerful to you. If you have black hair and medium skin, the white might be more contrast because it's going to also contrast with your hair. And where black settles in and becomes sort of almost normal and expected on a person with black hair. So anyway, so there's your power neutral. Power color is an intense version of the hue that creates the most color contrast with your skin tone. So this is the complementary color of your skin tone. So if your skin tone's peach, your power color might be royal blue. If your skin is olive, your power color might be aubergine. And this can be tricky for the untrained eye to see. There can be cases where, like, if your skin tone's pink, but there's like rosacea or a reason why you don't want to call out the pink in your skin, then you want to be careful with your greens. So your power colors are just one segment of what you get in your signature color palette guide, which you can find at signaturestylesystems.com, and I can help you personalize this. And then the third place you can find a power color is red as a power color. So red as a power color can be anything from orange to burgundy and all kinds of shades in between. I think I did a whole episode on this at some time within the last year. The trick is for women, whether you're going for a romantic power, in which case you want to use softer fabrics and feminine styles, or are you going for more business world power, in which case you want to use more structured fabrics and tailored styles. Um, and I think that there's something here too about like a hot pink being a really powerful business color in the feminine type businesses, if that makes sense. So my suggestion for homework for this episode is that you take a moment to journal or just consider your relationship to the feeling of being powerful. You might even want to, there's such a thing as, I think it's called productive meditation, where you go out for like a walk and you choose one area of your life to think about or one problem to chew on. So maybe you want to go for a walk. I definitely want to go for a walk today since I haven't been feeling good. Um, and just chew on that thought, the idea of your relationship to that feeling. And thank you for being here for Signature Style Systems. Have fun being you, and I will meet you back here again real soon.